And we're joined today with Andrew Littman from the State of Waupaca Parks and Recreation Department. Hello, Andrew.
Hello, good morning.
And you and your staff have been busy planning different openings and different phases in your department to make our parks and rec center and programs more accessible. And the first thing we want to talk about is the parks are open. They've been open the entire time, but with different stipulations in place. And right now, pretty much everything's opened up. The playgrounds have been open for a while. The skate park has been open. There were some different hours with the bathrooms, but what's the latest as far as our parks and the park facilities go?
Yeah, so all those things you talked about are still open. We did just make a change with the bathrooms a little bit recently as we enter phase 2 of trying to get back to normal and having things open. So bathrooms are now going to be open their normal hours. So generally we have them cleaned and open by 8 o'clock. And then they close daily at 10 p.m. So we also kind of shifted back to our normal cleaning schedule. So they'll be cleaned before they're open each day, and that'll be it at this point. The playgrounds and all that other stuff you talked about is still open, and we still just ask people to use it at your own discretion. We're not able to sanitize all that equipment daily, so make sure you're just being aware of that.
What about shelter reservations? That's another big part of the parks over the summer.
Yep, so we're going to start those July 1st. So anybody that had a shelter reservation in May and June that was canceled, then they could either get a refund or change to a different date. So starting July 1, if you had a shelter rental, we will honor that, and we'll go from there moving forward. We do ask that people, are cognizant of COVID-19. Still, wash their hands, try to social distance and those types of things as we move forward. But we're definitely going to start going on those shelter reservations.
And the other big thing people notice in the parks is the lifeguards have just been put in place at South Park Beach.
Yep, so it's been really busy down there. Obviously, we're in a hot stretch here, and so we decided to get that going and get the staff back down there. So it's fully staffed, meaning that the beach house will be open as well. And so there's changing stations, bathrooms down there. And we're doing our best to keep those cleaned often, taking some precautions with the lifeguards to try to keep the community safe. But it's fully staffed for our normal hours. So that means 10 to 6 on weekdays and 10 to 8 on the weekends. And it's definitely been busy down there. So you want to get a spot and come on down early and enjoy the beach and the water.
I've been at South Park the past 2 weekends in a well-hidden spot, hammocking, but that park has been really busy and a lot of people on the beach and in the water, and it's good to see people out, but then you think about Cove It and you're hoping they're all being smart about what they're doing, but park's definitely a popular destination right now.
Yeah, it definitely is. I think we counted about 200 the other day at 3 o'clock, but people are doing a good job. We ask that household units social distance from other people down there the best that you can. And like I said, we're trying to keep the community safe, keep things clean down there. But the swimming rafts are kind of like the playgrounds. We're not able to sanitize those daily. So again, use at your own discretion, and maybe just do the best you can to social distance and wash your hands and do all those types of things.
So talk about the parks, and then the other big thing happening is the Recreation Center has reopened with some limitations in place. So tell us what the community can expect from that.
Sure. So the rec center, like you said, is open for normal hours. So this time of year, we usually shut down about 8 o'clock at night, and we're here by 7:30 to open up. The limitations really are just on certain areas that we have closed off. So our exercise room is still closed down. Our locker rooms are still closed down. But our 2 main gyms, the Blue Gym and the Augie Austin Gym, and then the lobby, are available with just limitations on number of people. So we have a limitation of 20 people per full gym, or 10 on each half, and then 10 in the lobby. Another big change is, we generally have our equipment here, basketballs, volleyballs, pickleball stuff. That stuff is not available at this time, so you have to bring your own equipment in and take that with you afterwards. So if you want to come down here and shoot baskets, you got to bring your own basketball, and anything else that you want to do. So it's really just a space that's open. Hasn't been that busy right now. I mean, it's beautiful out, so people are outside enjoying the beach like we talked about in our parks, which is great. But it's a resource for community members to come in and use. And as we get into that phase 3, we'll continue to open more areas up in the rec center.
And then the senior center is starting to offer just a few services. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, we're trying to open up with some essential services in the senior center. So everything is by appointment right now. So if you need to make an appointment for any of these things that we're talking about, just call the senior center coordinator at 258-4437. So things are open right now. You can make an appointment with the senior center coordinator to get information or resources that you may need. I know this has been a difficult time for many people, so we want to be there to help with the resources that are available in our community. Also can set up a time for using one of the computers. We have 4 computers available in the computer lab so that you are distanced out. And then you can also call and make an appointment for the toenail clinic. So that's an outside group that comes in. They do require masks when you're doing that, and they're taking a lot of safety precautions with doing that, but that's definitely an essential service. So you want to sign up for an appointment for toenail clinic, you can do that. We also have a number of the people that generally come in and do taxes. They're not coming in to do those, but they are a resource and they'll help you figure out how you can get your taxes done at this point. I know taxes were extended. I don't know if you know the date, but you can still get those in. And so if you need help with that, you can call the senior center and we'll help connect you with that person who usually comes in and helps with taxes for the seniors as well.
And to preview kind of what's coming up, I know there's some discussions on maybe getting some recreation programs going, but maybe some alternatives to what people are used to that fit in well with the COVID-19 restrictions. Can you preview a little bit what's being discussed?
Yeah, definitely. So, if there is a positive of this, it's making us think outside the box of maybe some different types of programs where we can keep people distanced and making sure that everyone's using their own equipment and safe. So some of the things we're looking at right now are programs like Disc Golf 101. So everyone could have their own disc frisbee, I believe they're called. And we actually have a little course set up out at Swan Park. And so we're going to try to get that rolling here in July. Art in the park, so doing different art projects each week, using your own materials and creating some really neat things. That could be something that we're bringing forward in July. And then we're talking with someone about possibly doing like a running group as well, to keep people active and kids active. So those are some of the things we're looking at, and a few more. We're just trying to find people who are interested in helping us with that. I mean, I played disc golf, but in no way should I be teaching disc golf. So we found someone who's really interested in it, really does a great job. And so we're looking for, activities like that we can have for the community, but also keep people safe at the same time.
Perfect. Well, it sounds like you're definitely keeping busy with all this planning and brainstorming new programs. And it's good to hear that there's some smart return to normalcy within your department.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll just keep moving forward and hopefully get back to that our old normal at some point.
Well, Andrew, thank you for joining us and getting us up to date with everything.
You bet. Thank you. Have a great day.